Hey there, everybody. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Now, as I said before in my tribute to Tower of Terror last Halloween, Disney California Adventure's Twilight Zone Tower of Terror ride will be transforming into a new ride called Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, where the Guardians will be prisoners of the Collector. Anyway, before we get started on today's blog, let's talk about the Guardians' big screen debut from 2014. Now, in this movie, brash space adventurer Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, finds himself the quarry of relentless bounty hunters after he steals an orb, coveted by Ronan, a powerful villain. To evade Ronan, Quill is forced into an uneasy truce with four desperate misfits: gun-toting Rocket Raccoon, tree-like humanoid Groot, enigmatic Gamera, and vengeance-driven Drax the Destroyer. But when he discovers the orb's true power and the cosmic threat it poses, Quill might rally his ragtag group to save the universe. Now, personally, I thought this movie was absolutely awesome. It has great background music, fantastic characters, and action scenes that absolutely blew me away. My rating? 100%. Now, several months ago, when 2017 was about to start, I found out that Marvel will be releasing a sequel during the same month that the new ride will open, which I find is a surprising coincidence. But is this sequel better than the original film, or inferior? Well, let's find out. Released on May 5th, 2017, the movie is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So let's get started. Peter Quill and his fellow Guardians are hired by powerful alien force, the Sovereign, to protect their precious batteries from invaders. When it is discovered that Rocket has stolen the items they were sent to guard, the Sovereign dispatch their armada to search for vengeance. As the Guardians try to escape, the mystery of Peter's parentage is revealed. So, how was this sequel? Was it better than the first movie? Well, in my opinion, heck yeah! But before I get ahead of myself on why I love this movie, let's move on to Mustang notes. In May 2014, the Walt Disney Company CEO, Bob Iger, talked about the future of the Guardians of the Galaxy, saying, "We're looking forward to introducing the world to more fantastic Marvel storytelling, with a great cast of new characters in Guardians of the Galaxy. We believe it has strong franchise potential." He added that their goal was to create another Avengers. James Gunn, director and co-screenwriter of Guardians of the Galaxy, revealed that, should a sequel film be made, he would like to return in addition to being, contractually obliged to if asked. The next month, producer Kevin Feige added, "Should Guardians of the Galaxy work? Should the audience come out for this one? They are definitely places, we can take their franchise, and we have ideas of where we'd like to go with it. Due to the wide array of characters, worlds, and storylines from the Guardians comics." Pre-shooting began on February 11, 2016, at Pinewood Atlantis Studios in Fayette County, Georgia, under the working title Level Up, with Henry Braham serving as cinematographer and Scott Chambliss as production designer. Gunn noted that many of the crew from the first film, such as cinematographer Ben Davis and production designer Charles Wood, signed on to work on Doctor Strange, and of course, due to a late change in production schedule to a November 2015 start, they were unable to work on Volume 2. Volume 2 was the first film to be shot with an 8K resolution camera, the Red Weapon 8K. Additional scenes were also shot in IMAX as its aspect ratio. Now, in my opinion, the visuals are really outstanding, like the scenes in space, and I really like the 80s pop cultural references. Plus, the best part of any Marvel movie is the fight scenes. Plus, there are tons of humorous moments in this movie. They crack me up every time they come on. And there's also character development for almost everyone in this movie. Speaking of characters, let's talk about the cast now. The leader of the Guardians, Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, is played by Chris Pratt, whom I talked about before in my blogs of Jurassic World and Passengers. Peter is a half-human, half-celestial who was abducted from Earth as a child and raised by a group of alien thieves and smugglers known as the Ravagers. I just love the certain 80s hits that he plays on his Walkman. Describing where Quill is at the start of the film, Pratt said he's famous now in the galaxy for having saved so many people. He's a little more responsible and trying to stay out of trouble, but not necessarily doing the best job, though. Next is Gamera, played by Zoe Saldana, best known from the Book of Life, Avatar, and the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Gamera was an orphan from an alien world who seeks redemption for her past crimes. She was trained by Thanos to be his personal assassin. To me, despite being a no-nonsense girl, she's a real badass. Saldana described Gamera's role in the team as the voice of reason, saying she's surrounded by all these dudes who are so stupid half the time, and that she is the mom of the team, saying that she is just a meticulous professional individual. Regarding Gamera's relation with Nebula, Saldana described it as volatile and added, "We're starting somewhere very crazy, but appropriate given where we had ended things off in the first film." Next up is Drax the Destroyer, played by WWE wrestler turned actor Dave Bautista. Drax is a highly skilled warrior in search for vengeance against Thanos for his family's slaughter. To me, he has awesome fighting skills. Describing how Drax has progressed from the first film, Bautista called him funny-driven and having a sense of innocence and heartbreak about him. Despite most people's first perception of Drax that he's just a big, muscular brute, and he's going to go in and be an all-action character. He also added that the Guardians become more of a solid family in the film, and with Drax getting closer and more caring with the other Guardians. Next we have Baby Groot, voiced by Vin Diesel, whom I talked about before in my Iron Giant blog. Groot is a tree-like humanoid and the accomplice of Rocket, kind of like Chewbacca is to Han Solo. Executive producer Jonathan Schwartz said, "He doesn't have the wisdom and experience of that Groot, meaning that he's younger and more rambunctious." Diesel added that Baby Groot couldn't be more naive, and felt that Groot seen in the first film was a college-level Groot. He's not fully grown yet, but he's still a man. Now he has to start over, so to speak. So we're going to see this goofy, adorable Baby Groot thing running around the screen. The idea for Baby Groot came during the filming of the first movie as a, reverse of the shot with Rocket standing on Groot's shoulder. Finally, we have Rocket Raccoon, voiced by Bradley Cooper, whom I only know from Valentine's Day. Rocket is a genetically engineered raccoon-based bounty hunter and mercenary who is also a master of weapons and military tactics. And he'll be the host of the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy ride at California Adventure. Plus, he's my favorite character in the movies. Sean Gunn stated that Rocket has the same sort of crisis of faith about whether or not he belongs in this family. James Gunn added, "This is really about Rocket coming to terms with accepting his place within a group of people," which probably seemed like a good idea for 2 seconds when they were kind of getting along and saving the planet. And now it's like he's just not very comfortable with the idea of being part of this group. Feige has stated that the relationship between Rocket and Groot has changed, saying, whereas Groot was Rocket's protector in the first movie, Rocket is now Groot's protector. The rest of the cast includes Michael Cooner, Karen Gillan, Pom Klementieff, and of course, Kurt Russell. And now let's move on to my final words. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is a lot of fun to watch. It has awesome visuals, great music, fantastic action scenes, hilarious humor, memorable characters, an epic story, plus wonderful character development, and a heartwarming ending. But there are also some parts that younger audiences may not understand at times. Also, this movie makes me even more excited for the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which will open on May 27th of this year. So, I highly recommend you guys to see this movie. I give this film the highest rating of 100%. Well, that's it for today, everybody. Be sure to join me again for my next blog, because I'll be taking you guys to the jungles of India, where I'll be blogging a movie I should have done last year. Mustang Power!